All right, everybody's still waiting for an alert. Everybody's still waiting for disbursement to start raining. Everybody's still waiting for that special moment where he or she will check his or her phone and boom, disbursement. All right, people are beginning to weigh into the situation. Who gets paid first? We don't know yet, and I want you to pay attention and listen very carefully. As you listen, make sure you read in between the line and find the common ground. The comment section is open. Let's have a discussion. Subscribe to the update, and most importantly, share this piece of information so that people can join us in the comment section to share their view, their opinion, if they have received alert or not.
I know that the voice we are expected to hear right now is the voice of the disbursement of the pioneer slots, but we haven't gotten update as of yet. We are still in expectation for the update coming from Madam Ngozi Israel concerning today, as she predicted, which is 20th of March. We're yet to get that update, and so we can't get to tell you what we don't know yet. We also have organs of information. But why I came out this evening is also to give us an update concerning a question that was asked, and this was directed to OSIM. All right, when it comes to the CBN slots or the government NGO, OSIM has washed his hands away from this particular stuff, as he never did it and he never talks about it. So, but there was a question that was raised and targeted at him concerning the idea of the CBN slots and who get pays first. Is it the pioneer that gets paid first or the UAAG? And we know that what has been at the front line over time now is that the pioneer would get paid first, then the UAAG follows after that, then we talk about the bundle heads, and finally the beneficiaries takes the follow-up. So this comrade was asking honestly, wants to really know, does it really follow in that order or sequence? And the answer that was given to that is what I'm going to talk about tonight, so that we can also be abreasted, and let's get to hear what OSIM said in that fashion. All right, it says that this question for the past 1 month plus, people have been asking me how far about this question. I ignored. I have dug into this matter, and it appears that there has been a lot of discussion and skepticism surrounding the UAAG disbursement coming later. It is essential to exercise caution and verify information through reputable channels before making any conclusions. The reason why fake people are promoting this idea of CBN slots will disburse first is simply because they want to cash out through their registrations. So I'm warning people about potential scammers promoting misinformation about CBN slots disbursing first. This information is not coming from the CBN, according to him. He says, I'm advising caution and patience, emphasizing the importance of verifying information through trusted sources. Written for official updates from Apostle Professor Ken Nwakama, the designated authority. And further to that, he said, I'm encouraging people to be vigilant and avoid falling prey to scams or misinformation. All right, it says further that even if the original plan was to disburse first to CBN slot, anything can happen and the plan change, and we all get our disbursement the same time. Did you get that? You know, I beg your pardon, I'm not just laughing. You know that one of the common syndrome within the Grand Eco system, and for those of us who have been into this over time, we will understand that this is a norm in the Grand Eco system. Information changes so drastically. You could hear something in the morning, and when night comes, it has changed. Oh my God, my God. You know, the swiftest place for a change in information is the Grand Eco system, because you might not be able to say candidly that what you say in the morning is what happens in the night, or what you say in the afternoon is what happens in the night. One just little flicker, there is a change of information. So even the Grand Eco system is bigger than Apostle Ken Nwakama. You know what I mean? You'll understand. You could relate possibly to what I'm saying. It's not just now. Even those of them are confused sometimes, not because they want it to be, but it appears like this information are bigger than the carriers. They don't want to lie. They don't want to say it in the wrong way. But it appears like the Grand Eco system has made liars. Because just within a swap or a swipe or a flick, before you know that, what they say will happen in the morning won't happen in the morning. All right, can we expect it in the evening? No, but in the next 5 years, you could see that a change has happened. And I could relate to what Osim is saying here. Now, let me get that again back to our understanding. Is that even if the original plan was to disburse first to CBN slot, anything can happen and the plan change, and we all get our disbursement the same time. That the fact is that despite that it was not the CBN who actually says this. All right, so where did the information come from in the first place? That pioneers would get first? Was it Mother Ngozi Israel? Then possibly it's not Osim. Based on this assertion, then okay, who said that? Where did the news come from in the first? Who actually peddled the information at first, and it went viral in the Grand Eco system? Now, so please, let's be honest to ourselves and be patient. A voice of reason and patience. I'm acknowledging that plans can change. Osim is still talking. Said, I'm acknowledging that plans can change. Uncertainty is a natural part of the process. Did you just hear that? Did you just hear that? If you could possibly read between the lines and you could put your ears very, very soundly to what Osim is dropping here, you'll understand that he is talking diplomatically at the same time as one person who had been in the Grand Eco system over time and understood the process, how things happen. How things happen, that it's even bigger than him. Most times when he talks by the grace of God. Based on the information I know, God has given me the grace to be able to be privy to certain information within the Grand Eco system, and by God's special grace, this and this is going to happen. But then, he is still admitting the fact that in the grand ecosystem, the grand ecosystem is a depot of things changes, is a depot of a tilt, is a depot of powers and principalities, forces in the air. So he said, please, plans can change. Uncertainty is a natural path of the process. That line of strap, get that message clear. Then he said, honesty and patience are essential in navigating this situation. If we must pick this up, that is to say, even Madam Ngozi Israel assertion of today being the 20th of March for disbursement, things might change. That is if it has not changed. Oh my God, oh my God. I got a write-up this afternoon, but I don't project that says that disbursement will happen by 2 p.m. I looked at it and I flickered it up. Let's just hear from, even where we hear from the source, it's bigger than the source. This grand ecosystem appears to be bigger than the source. So I'm encouraging honesty and patience, and at the same time promoting a calm and realistic approach. Every information I dish out, I'm very confident about it, 100% sure from my sources. Well said. Osim is still talking. He's still talking with the confidence, that temerity, that bravado, that he's sure of his information. All right. It was said that the IMF teams are back, or the dream teams are back. All right. What are they doing right now? We demand to know, please, Comrade Osim. We demand to know what the IMF team are doing right now. If they're back in the country, what are they doing right now? Because tomorrow is 21st. We are entering into salary week. What are the IMF doing? We've come to understand that there is IMF, right? And that they went to Kenya to do some stuff, but they're back. And they came back very close to the to the salary week. So what is our take, or what is our faith when it comes to what they will do going forward? If they're back, what are they doing? People are agitated. Your information is 100% sure according to your sources. But today is folding off. Tomorrow is the 21st. The timeline that was given before, it was a prediction. I just want to believe all of them are predictions. And I think it has come to a point where I think date has done a lot of havoc in the grand ecosystem. It has not worked. And I think we should have learned from this fixing of date. That date fixing has not worked. You can predict and say, perhaps, or say, if it pleases God, let's look towards maybe. I don't even know what to say. But then, you see, I've observed that over time, fixing of date has not worked for anybody within the grand ecosystem. It hasn't worked. It doesn't work. If you fix a date, that date will come and slap you. Right, it will be tickling right from the morning when you wake up. The date is set in the grand ecosystem for disbursement. You will wake up at 12 a.m. and begin to count that date. You will count every second. You will count every hour. You will count every minute within the day that is set. And right before your very eyes, that date will tickle off. and tickle off until it enters another day, and nothing would happen in the ground ecosystem. It has happened like that repeatedly, time and time again. And I think we should learn or catch wisdom from there. Stop attaching date. Yes, I understand the agitation that you put the date so that we can be more real, people can be more in expectation, but the damage it causes is more than the agitations that you've set forward. It's more. So, I guess we should just apply wisdom here. Please. I know Hosim hears me. Yes, Hosim hears me. This is Princess It. This is Princess It channel. Subscribe to our channel. Subscribe to our very essence of our deliveries. We love you as a channel. Subscribe to Princess It channel. It's a channel with legitimacy, and we get information and updates. But I want to also advise Osim right now. Comrade Osim, one person I have respect for, but please, so that you would not be messed up with the good work you're doing, don't get messed up by dates. Just apply wisdom. Your prediction's fine, but then don't just attach date to it, because of the people whose hearts are frail and fragile, and because of a lot of stuffs. Madam goes Israel, the same thing applies. You don't have to fix date. If you don't fix date, nobody will kill you. Nobody can, even if they ask you, what date is it, so that we can know where to dump our hearts on. Don't forget, the same people that ask you to fix date or to tell them about the date, if it doesn't happen, the God will crucify you right there. So what are you supposed to do? Just be mute. Even if you know right about the time that so, but then I can't be specific right now, so that you will save yourself of that hassle. And I think that is just what is supposed to be. That is just about that. Disbursement is our next door neighbor. That was the last statement that was uttered by Osim in this fashion. So we will all celebrate, amen, by God's special grace. So who actually would disburse first? The question right now to be answered was that it might even be the same time the pioneer slot and UAG slot would be disbursed, as long as the who to get disbursed to first was not mentioned by the CBN. So that information appears to just be on a viral note which somebody just sent on air, and it began to waka until it was taken that they get paid first. But it didn't come from the CBN like that. So we are still in expectation. We want to know what happens now. If you are new to our channel, kindly subscribe and hit the bell so that you don't miss out on vital updates. We love you. And if there's any ample information tonight, be sure that we would come out to divulge it to the house. Thank you.